Hello, everybody. Good morning. Pleasure to be here with all of you. My name is Glendie, she, her pronouns. Have had the pleasure of working at Rising Sun for 3 years and here to talk about climate careers, one of our programs. Climate careers, as you heard earlier from Abby's presentation through the HRTP, is one of Rising Sun Center for Opportunities core programs. The other program is Opportunity Build. Climate Careers Bay Area also represents and leads the Workforce Education and Training, or the WET program of BayREN. Next slide, please. Um, let's see. All right. So Climate Careers started in 2000 by a group of young people, rightfully so, from Berkeley High School. They wanted to do some action, address climate and energy issues in their community. And they also wanted to give back to the homes and residents around them. And so we have been around since then. And now we serve all 9 counties in the Bay Area, including one in San Joaquin County through our Stockton office. Climate Careers is a workforce development program giving low-income young people ages 15 to 24 meaningful employment with our no-cost energy and water saving delivery services, also called greenhouse calls, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Like I said, to homes within the Bay Area counties and Stockton. Next slide, please. All right, a little bit about our youth demographics this year. 100% of them come from a low-income household. 42% of them are women identifying, non-binary, and other genders. 86% of them, this is their first job, their first green job specifically, and 86% of them are BIPOC identifying. Next slide, please. All right, so climate careers consist of all these great things in a short amount of time. Our staff definitely squeezes in the handful of different meaningful things in our program. So there is the youth development aspect, as you all could see here. There's a job training and preparation. The youth that we recruit from the community to be part of our program go through an extensive training and preparation to be able to conduct these greenhouse calls. It is a week to week and a half long training, 40 hours a week, really extensive, and it allows them to prepare for the work that they are to embark on during the time that they're with us. We also embedded into the time that they give to us are these other things below it, beyond them being able to conduct the greenhouse calls. So layered into our program are Green Jobs Career Pathway Exploration. We have a full-time staff who focus specifically on our workforce initiatives and really working with the youth in the different types of green jobs and careers that are available for them, even if it's not directly after their time with us, and what those pathways could look like. And then during the summertime, or when they are with us, which is also the summertime, June to August, they engage in financial management and professional skill building. We also ensure that they leave with their professional portfolio, meaning that they have a resume ready to go, a cover letter. They've gone through a couple of mock interviews with our team. We have a specific mock interview Saturday during the summer where actually we invite community partners to come participate, give their time with us to to coach and be one of those potential interviewers with our youth during that time. Layered also into our work is leadership and civic education. As you all know, this is very much embedded into kind of the world that we're living in. So we want to contextualize this work for them. One of the things that's actually not here that I miss, which is also very critical, is our eco-literacy curriculum. The Every Monday, in the time that they're with us, they learn different types of environmental issues and challenges, injustices, and how to act on them. And we give examples that are happening to them locally, so that they know that, once they drive through their neighborhood or the freeways next to them, that it is within their reach and it is actionable for them um, to act on, some of these things around them. And then through our workforce initiative manager, which I mentioned before, we offer alumni support after they have gone through our program. So that would mean, potential support through job search or really finessing their resume if they want that. And we also offer alumni events to really kind of bring them back in and see what other things they need and resources we can provide for them. So that is the kind of the exhaustive youth development work that we do. And then, like I said, we partner that with our greenhouse calls and the energy and water efficiency work that we do in the community. So greenhouse calls consist of these three things, and these are our youth presented here from either last year or the year before. But anyway, these are them really live in action, out in the field, conducting the different aspects of greenhouse calls. So what does that mean? The first step is that they assess the home's energy and water use. They have a rather long form that they complete, as you all can see here. They're on their tablets, etc. They go through the home to see what kind of windows the resident have. Do the residents feel drafts? Anyway, there's a ton of questions on there. So we train them also on what that means, right, and how to look for them once they're in the home. And then if they identify any devices that we can swap out at no cost for the resident, and I'll go through in a couple of slides later, the type of devices that we offer, then they can go ahead and install those. As you can see here, we have two of our young ladies replacing LED light bulbs for their ceiling fan. And then the last part of the greenhouse call visit in person is the customer pledge and resource sharing. What we teach our young people, and as we all know here in this room, is that our lifestyle choices, right, really affects our energy and water use. And so we ask our customers and clients to commit to a lifestyle shift that can double and layer into their energy and water efficiency upgrade that they just got through the call. And then we also have resources through BayREN and other community partners that we share during that time. So those are the components of a greenhouse call visit, and our young people as partners get to do that as their job, as the vehicle that they get to do when they're with us. Next slide, please. All right, so one of our young people here also is Iris, as you can see on the right. These are our energy efficiency kits here. And so the energy efficiency kits that we send out to the community was really born during the time of the pandemic. As we all know here, we couldn't go into the homes during that time. And, Rising Sun really thought about, okay, so how can we still deliver, our measures, our services to residents in the Bay Area and in Stockton during that time. So we packed up our measures, right, because we still have them, we just couldn't visit in the homes. We packed them up into these boxes and we shipped them everywhere. We included all the resources, the brochures, etc., things like that. We were also available through phone if they want to, to get a hold of us. And so since then, we still have the service. We wanted to make sure that not only we provide the in-person greenhouse call opportunity for the residents, um, but also we extend our reach and the availability of our measures to our residents by providing these kits. So we pack them up and we send them all throughout, especially those who are not able to receive an in-person greenhouse call. Next slide, please. All right, so these are the measures that we offer um, in our kits and also in our in-person greenhouse calls. Light bulbs, this year we're able to provide floodlights and A19s. We have a smart power strip, as you can see here, or we also incorporated smart devices as well, if they'd rather have that. We have gaskets, aerators, low flow shower heads, night lights, and of course, like I said, kind of the resource sharing part of it. We also pack a couple of handouts there as well. For next year, we in the Bay Area, we will be offering induction cooktops to all of the counties starting next year. So we're very excited about that, because what that means is that we also get to educate our young people in what that means. Is really the first step and first time that Climate Careers is really stepping into the opportunities around electrification for a home, and also including some of those assessment questions into our greenhouse call form to see if a home or a resident is ready for that step, and what else we can kind of provide them or how we can connect them to those opportunities after a greenhouse call. Next slide, please. All right, so after their time with us from June to early to mid-August, our young people do the greenhouse calls. And then in 2001, also we launched an externship program. And this is really from the youth's voices and them letting us know or telling us that, hey, you know, I want to extend my time with you all. I want to learn more things, you know, after the time that I spend during the greenhouse call program. What else can I do? So in 2001, the externship program was born, and now is the second part and also mandatory part of our Climate Careers program, where the participants that are with us during the summer continue their employment with us for another 10 weeks, paid still as Rising Sun employees, and then they complete 145 hours placement to a different organization, a private entity, whatever it may be, that is also climate and green related. So some of you all may have hosted our youth. So thank you for that. And we look forward to having some of you all host them as well. If you're interested in the future, this is a program that we're really excited about, and allows our young people to really step into the world of work, develop their networks, and really expand the opportunities that they have. Next slide, please. All right, I think I have a couple more here. Some stats about our this year's externships. 38 of our youth out of 44 was placed in the host site. 30 of them were on track to completing the externship. We know that there are circumstances around non-completion, so that's fine. This is still a very high number for us. We have 17 host sites that were able to host our youth, and 4 to 6 youth, 4 guaranteed, and a couple of them are still kind of working on their their full-time positions. But our goal is to really have young people who are placed into these roles to transition, hopefully, into a role within that host site that is either part-time or an extended role, and even better if it's a full-time role. Next slide. All right, so we have 100% retention rate for our youth, and 71% of them said their future plans were positively impacted, and a lot of them are also planning to attend a post-secondary post-secondary education, and also wanting to address climate-related issues in either their work, in their major or whatnot. 90% of them self-reported overall professional skill development. As you all know, we have an extended curriculum around that, so we usually get that number, that percentage. 84% of them feel more inspired about the world of work due to their time at Climate Careers. Finally, next slide, we want to bring out some highlights of our young people. One of them said that their summer feel like it's not just another summer. That is our goal. That is very meaningful. They learned about environmentally friendly measures, how to engage in their community, and had an awesome time. And one said, I learned skills on providing a service for people and overall just an experience of having a job and responsibilities. All right, so I think that is my last slide. My information's here, and I'm going to toss it back to Emily.